According to the National Association for College Admissions Representative Counseling, 60% of high school juniors and seniors visit at least one campus during their college search process. Hello everyone, I'm Justine and I'm the CMO for our company across the globe. And whether you're a student searching for possible universities or even a parent trying to plan a trip for your child, our website is right for you. Now with just a few clicks, you can easily schedule campus tours, schedule appointments with admissions representatives, and even plan for your travel arrangements. Our user-friendly interface makes it easy to compare and contrast different colleges to best find the fit for you. So why keep trying to coordinate everything on your own when you can have a hassle-free college touring experience with us, Campus Visitour?
Good afternoon, I'm Jaden, the CEO.
I'm Violet, the CTO.
I'm Julian, the secretary.
I'm Daniel Sierra, the CFO.
A problem we would like to solve as Campus Visitour is limiting the amount of stress that goes into searching for the right college. We, as high school students, understand and realize how stressful this process can truly be.
So this is our first customer demographic. This is Lando, 18-year-old senior in high school. Most frequent social media that he uses are Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. He's a hard worker, loves going to school, and loves hanging out with his friends. His motivation is attending his dream college. He's perfect for us because he's someone who's still in high school and is unexperienced in touring colleges. While using our services, it will make it much more simple and easy for him. Our second demographic is Alice, a 40-year-old Caucasian female whose most frequent social medias are Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. She is a stay-at-home mother who looks after her children. Her motivation is looking for the best college that fits her daughter. She best fits us because some students are still underage once they graduate from high school and are not able to tour on their own. So using our parent portal, she'll be able to have her student travel.
As Campus Visitour, we do provide custom itineraries, which means if you use our service, you are able to make an itinerary that best fits your schedule. As Campus Visitour, we also provide a portal system, which consists of the student portal and the parent portal. The student portal is accessible to students using our service. This would provide them with their login information, as well as a brief history of the campuses they have visited with our service, while the parent portal is accessible to parents that are looking to book a college tour with their underage student. Now, as Campus Visitour, we also do provide restaurant reservations as well as hotel stays. As for our first competitor, college trips and tips, they do not provide custom itineraries whatsoever or a portal system. However, they do provide restaurant reservations as well as hotel stays. As for our second competitor, custom college visits, they do not provide custom itineraries at all. Instead, what you'd have to do is contact them and book a consultation with them. From there, they will build an itinerary for you instead of you building one for yourself in just a couple clicks. Along with that, they do not provide a portal system whatsoever on their service. However, they do provide restaurant reservations as well as hotel stays.
So our unique value proposition, we have a parent portal because we do realize that some students are going to be underage and will want to go see colleges. So this is for liability issues as well as they can go and travel with their parent. We also have an itinerary creation system just because we want college touring to be easier and for you to focus on the college itself and not organizing and the hassle that it takes. We also have hotels and restaurants. Hotels for maybe an event going on in college and you want to stay the night. We also have restaurants because not only do we want you to get a feel for the college itself, but as well as the area.
So the MVP that we decided to go with was the smoke test, which consists of our ad campaign and our landing page. The reason we chose the smoke test was to see if people were really interested in our services and were willing to sign up for us.
At the top, you'll be meet with our service name, and at the bottom, you'll be meet with the logo along with the call to action slogan. Moving on to our landing page, you'll be able to see our service name along with a brief description on what we do and how simple and quick it is to use our site, along with the variety of options that we provide. For the next section, you'll be able to see our call to action. Our call to action is a form with your first name, last name, email, phone number, and your age. Once you're ready to proceed, you can start booking now. When you press start booking now, you'll be able to see a thank you page, thanking you for signing up, along with that although our site is under development, we will be contacting you once it is ready to launch.
So our current conversion rate is 0.5%, meaning only 0.5% of people who click our ad campaign are customers and early adopters. This is based on the industry standards, and because of that, our ideal measure of success is going from 0.5% to 3%.
Now onto our MVP. You'll start at the homepage and you can click itineraries to start the process. Once you've clicked itineraries, you'll be met with this page where you can search up any campus that we partner with. When you find the campus, you'll be able to press on it, and it will take you to nearby restaurants and hotels. When you click on the restaurant, you'll be able to see what type of restaurant it is, how far it is from the campus, along with the star rating. Moving on to the bottom portion, you'll be able to see hotels. The hotels have how far it is from the campus, along with the star ratings, how much it is per night, and any accommodations that either the hotel, motels, or inns provide. Once you've selected the two, you'll be able to click Done to proceed. Once you click it, you'll be able to see the campus start and end time, along with the reservation time and the hotel check-in.
Next up is what is personally my favorite portion of the pitch, the money. So here is a breakdown of our market size. So for our total addressable market, it is all of the U.S. Now the way we want to reach our demographic, or the way it's presented in our market sizing, is based off of total college freshman enrollment. So within the U.S., there is 4 million freshman enrollment. Our serviceable attainable market, or our SAM, is the state of California, and the total college freshman enrollment there is 500,000. And then for our SOM, or our serviceable attainable market, is based off of our revenue projections and our conversion rate, and the amount of people we hope to reach there is 2,000. Now let's get into the units. So for our TAM, it is 16 million. For our SOM, it is 2.2 million, and for our SAM, it is 2.2 million, and for our SOM, it is 11,000. Now the reason why the units don't correlate with the amount of people within our set, like TAM, SAM, and SOM, is because on average these students will be visiting 3 to 5 campuses before they decide what campus is right for them and what fits their needs. For potential revenue, for our TAM it is 480 million, for our SAM it is 67 million, and for our SOM it is 337,000. Here is a breakdown of our costs. So for our startup cost, it is 63,000. Now, a majority of this is going to website development, so development of the parent portal, student portal, reservation and booking system. The next biggest one we have is consulting fees. So this is things like legal consulting as well as technical consulting. We want to make sure we were well within the lines of what we're supposed to be, and before launch that our website is functioning as it should be. And then next up we have marketing fees. So this primarily deals with our launch ad campaign that we'll be conducting. And then we also have administrative costs. In particular, this one I want to point out is the BPPE license. It's a license that you have to have in the state of California to conduct tours with these colleges and plan that out. For our SG&A cost, year one, it is 132,000. So the main bulk of that is salaries and consultant fees. So again, just paying our employees as well as legal consultants and technical consultants. We also have web maintenance. So this is things like bug fixes and annual web maintenance, making sure the site is working. We also have marketing. So this is what we would like that be is a monthly ad campaign, as well as market research to see how we can better appeal to our demographic. And then we also have more administrative costs. So this is stuff like cyber liability insurance, professional liability insurance, general liability insurance. Here is our potential revenue over the 3 years. So it starts off with 337,000, and then 387,000, and then in year 3 it is 465,000. So the way we calculate this is for each student that we get to tour a campus, that campus will then pay us $30 of commission out of the recruitment or outreach budgets.
So join us at Campus Visitour and let us make your journey to higher education an exciting and stress-free adventure. Here we have a QR code that will take you to directly to our landing page, as well as the platforms that we are currently on. Thank you.
That's a really good presentation. You guys did a great job. And obviously you're pretty well known, pretty knowledgeable, but trying to accomplish your voice comes across well. My question is on your revenue model. So you're going to be charging $30. You're going to be charging the particular school that they select, that they actually end up going to, or that they, I mean, where does that $30 come from?
So the campus they tour, that campus will pay for each student that we get to visit.
That you just get to visit, whether they attend or not,
Yes.
just a visiting student. And you say that they have a budget that they spend money currently to try to recruit students.
Yes, recruitment or outreach budget, typically on average, these colleges spend $400 to $600 per student just on recruitment.
Wow. So you're offering them like sizable savings potentially then per student. Okay. All right, that is my question.
First of all, your logo, I love it. It's really professional. I would click that one. That's sealed. Really good job in the presentation. There are a couple things I have questions about. So you're only really putting most of your focus on the incoming class freshmen. What about the master's program, the doctorate program, graduation ceremonies? All of those are, oh man, you talk about big money. So I think there's a potential market that you're missing there, big one, for people when they come into town with their families and getting them hooked up with hotels, giving them itinerary. That's basically anyone graduating from that college, that university. I didn't see that in there, which I think that's something we should probably look into. But other than that, I thought everything was very professional.
Thank you.
You stun the judges.
Well, I do have a question about the conversion. I think at one point you guys said that you have a 0.5, yeah, right there. So 0.5% conversion rate, and you're going to get that to 3%. And how are we expecting to do that? Because we want to do it, and I see why you'd want to do it. I'd love to do 6 times better with conversion too, but how? Is there not currently a plan?
So here's the thing, right? So this in particular is the conversion rate on display ads on Instagram, where we hope to launch our first ad campaign with it. I believe it's launching in April. So that's why we chose this one in particular. And what we hope to do with that ad campaign is confirm this, at the very minimum, confirm this conversion rate, and hopefully see if we're slightly above the industry, but a particular selling point we haven't discussed yet.
I think that finding out how to get this app, if your main core audience is going to be parents and specifically moms, I think figuring out how to get this to them is going to be pretty crucial for you guys to get going, because unfortunately they're only going to be using your app for a period in their life, not continually, right? So if you can find a way to continually recruit and continually get more parents and more families in on it, that sounds great. But you are going to have an issue where if you do spend less than $400 to convert a student, that's a one-time transaction for you guys kind of, and then it moves on, right? Because you're not going to be touring colleges for years after you graduate high school. You're only going to do it when you go. So something to consider for the future. I didn't find how to solve that problem of getting in front of your target audience.
I think he's right that
that it's the mothers, fathers that are looking into this ahead of time. So I have a friend that calls children the precious. That's what he calls them, the precious. So how are you convincing mom that you're taking care of the precious as they come into this world? They're going to go and live away from home. What else can you offer? What else can you do? You said hotels, you said restaurants for the visit. But once you've collected all these people, these names in this database, you now have a powerhouse that you could do a lot of things with. A lot of things. You could roll into follow-up. You could have the local businesses that you actually put in there that, as Jacinia said, sorry if I got that wrong, that you give them an experience in the culture and what's around the restaurants and stuff. You could actually go to those people and say, I got 80% of the students coming in through our program this year. They're all registered in my portal. You know, would you give them a 10% off discount when they come in if they show it? You know, now you got mom realizing that you're saving the kid money when he goes out to the restaurant. What other things could you do in the open market there? You know, car repair. What are the things mom worries about while the kid's away? What other things? You know, just there's lots of things you can do once you gather, and this is the big thing in the whole world of web. When you gather people and you have this audience that's captive, what all can you do with it? I think you guys could explore a lot more, and I think you should, on other layers. They could be phase 2. They could be phase 3, but it's coming soon, and you're thinking about it ahead of time. What else can you could even follow up? You could have student involvement where they get the 10% discount because they put a note in there about their first semester and how they liked it, and positive remarks. Now the college loves you even more. They want you next year. They want, you know, now you got a senior graduate that got a deal for 7-digit contract to Silicon Valley that went to that college. And he's going to write back in there and say, I went to this college, here's where I am now. I mean, you could stay with these people for a long time. You could ride this a long time. Don't underestimate the corralling of these people that you're working on.
Yeah, I think that the target that you are going after is really interesting and that they are incredibly valuable. And as me as a small business owner with a small business right across the street from Fresno State, half a mile away, I really benefit from this app, and I'd love to be on the app. If my service can benefit college students, which I think that they could, I definitely think that they'd want to. I think that students really value fun. That's really what I valued a lot, and making sure that they have other experiences, not just the nice restaurants that they can go with their parents, but other things that they can do to give them, like, hey, this is like what you're looking for in the college. Could be something.
Regarding like the safety to it and how parents are like, oh, my kid is going off to college. Some colleges we want to include on the website information about the colleges, like services they provide. Like a lot of colleges have like bus shuttles and like you know, like a direct line, like say you know college students might get like drinking or something, right? Or you can call like Uber or those direct. So we want it to be like safe. So that information we want to have that on our website, like the services that provide like the safety of it.
I'll just say, I think it was a great presentation, and I feel like I'm just repeating what they said, but I think tying both with Calvin and what he said is, I think the struggle that you're going to see with this is that you could have a very big market if you go after the graduations and people going for PhDs and future education or secondary education. But I think it's like a revolving door, right? You have high school students, they use the app once and they move on. And so for long term, how does that marketing budget's always going to have to stay high to constantly keep that door rotating with new students coming in. You're going to constantly have to keep that marketing push. And so no matter how popular you get, you're still going to have that revolving door there. And so I think finding a way to have longevity with that user for more than just a single use or that one time they got into their college they want to go to and the app disappears basically from their phone, but they never see the website ever again. Finding a way to continue that so there's further development in that is going to be huge for long-term success of the business.
Yeah, and if $500 to $600 per student is what current colleges have for an outreach effort, I think you can offer more than $30 of value. And I think that you might have a starter rate at 30 to get in the door, but then have some ticklers for some added benefits that they could get, or a way to grow that. Sometimes, you know, you buy your way into, you know, a market, and you do that by suffering what you should deserve. It gets you in the market, but you can't stay there. You've got to do something out of parlay other incomes off of it. And I think there's a lot of streams to be looked at, as I said earlier. But back to your other screen, do you click it there, or the one that shows the incomes? Who's doing that? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right one. No, the one that shows your revenue, the mountain. Yeah, that's too low. $465,000 isn't enough for 5 people to be living a good life in 3 years. I'm not saying it's too low to like critique your pitch. I'm just telling you, go back and look at it, play with it a little bit, work it around a little bit. Think about if this was your business and you were really going to do this, and you 5 were going to keep loving each other, keep working together, keep in good communication, and unify and move forward. What do you want to be making? And if that's your max right there, then you got to divide that 5 ways once you got kids and families. So I think there's more in it. You need to dig around to find where the gold is and bring it into it, you know. And I think you could do that. I think you guys have a good, strong presentation and a good team, and you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.